Have you ever wondered why bananas or apples turn brown? Two minutes after you cut into an apple, it looks, well, gross. The reason for this? Chytyl oxidase or polyphenol oxidase, two enzymes that react with oxygen and iron and copper, a cofactor in the fruit. This browning of the apple is essentially developing an edible rust layer. If undamaged, apples can stay perfectly ripe for months, stored in a cool place. Often they are picked months like 6 months or more in advance and kept refrigerated till they're needed in the grocery store. Now if you put a green banana in the fridge, it won't ripen properly and it will be completely inedible, so something to think about. As for bananas, chloroplasts break down, causing a green banana to turn yellow. The flesh of the banana produces ethylene, a hormone that increases the metabolism and helps ripen it. From ethylene, amylase and pectinase are created in the banana. Amylase creates sugar in the fruit by breaking down the starch, where pectinase breaks down the cells of the fruit, transforming it from rigid hard into a soft banana, which eventually will allow us, or anyone else eating bananas like monkeys, to peel and eat the banana. Tiny seeds in the banana, or if a more primitive banana, is covered in the Wild vs. Domesticated series, there are large seeds in the flesh that are dispersed by creatures that consume it by propagating the banana throughout the land, but this isn't how humans grow them. I have an entire video on how bananas are grown, which will be linked up at the end of the video. Now when the broken down soft banana cells or phenolic compounds mix with polyphenol oxidase, this increases the speed of oxidation of phenols, creating the compound melanin, which turns them brown. These brown spots are essentially sweet spots of the fruit. As the banana continues to turn brown, it'll get sweeter until the point where they're only good for banana bread and not eating raw. Modern production, not so much apples, but bananas, utilize ethylene gas to ripen them. Picked when they are green off the plant, produce will be cooled and shipped to its destination, where they're placed in ripening facilities, which will dose the bananas with ethylene gas, which speeds up the ripening. Ethylene gas, while used in modern production of bananas, has been around for thousands of years. The ancient Egyptian practice of gashing figs releases extra amounts of ethylene gas where the figs were damaged, increases the ripening speed. In ancient China, pears were stored in closed rooms where incense were burned, which releases ethylene as a byproduct. Sayings like "one bad apple spoils the bunch" have been around for hundreds of years, which is accurate, as damaged apples will release excess amounts of ethylene gas, speeding up the ripening of other apples nearby. One thing we haven't talked about yet is green bananas. Not the unripe ones, but bananas that don't turn yellow when ripe. These are often found in tropical places like Southeast Asia. I've personally tried them in Bali and Thailand. They'll develop black spots as they ripen, but will remain green. Now that we covered why they change color, here are a few solutions to prevent bananas from turning brown. Hang bananas away from other produce. Other fruits releasing ethylene gas will increase the rate they ripen. Once ripe, you can put them in the fridge. The cool temperatures will slow the ripening process. Often inside the refrigerator, the peel will continue to turn color to dark brown or black, but this won't affect the ripeness of the banana inside. Both bananas and apples oxidate when they are opened. This is much more apparent with apples, though. If they aren't GMO apples, they'll turn brown in just minutes. You can try this out for yourself. You can cut a GMO or genetically modified apple, and they won't turn brown or oxidize for hours, if not longer. There's some simple tips to preserve the freshness of both cut apples and peeled bananas though. Citrus like lemon or lime added to a cut apple or banana will dramatically slow the oxidation rate. Lime works well, but obviously both of these will alter the taste in a positive way if you ask me. A mixture of vinegar and water, being a bath for the fruit, also works. A simple dunk in the vinegar mixture will preserve its freshness, adding a weird vinegar vibe to your fruit. Maybe if you really love salt and vinegar chips, this is the path for you. Both apples and bananas can be frozen at peak ripeness. Bananas can be done so with the peel on or off, but you'll notice the peel will turn black. Once again, the taste won't be affected, but peeling a frozen banana can only be done so with hot water and becomes a chore. Peeled apples or bananas stored in a freezer Ziploc bag, which I'll link down below, is the best way to have access to them for smoothies or pies or anything else. Something I want to note here too is getting a banana of ripeness of each level here is very difficult to do. I've had like about 40 bananas in my house and I've been ripening them at different levels to try to get to this point. And something I've been testing out, this is a cooked banana peel, but it was black when I cooked it, and apparently you can eat these. And this is something I'm testing out for my second channel where I do recipe videos. You can actually eat this. It doesn't taste too bad. Once I come up with a good recipe, I'll put it online, but it's not bad. Subscribe.